Oh, we've got some breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ. Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson are back in a new version of the match, but their opponents won't be Tiger Woods or Peyton Manning this time around. The match returns July 9th at Big Sky, Montana. Will feature Bryson DeChambeau and Aaron Rodgers. So you have the PGA champ and reigning Super Bowl MVP against the U.S. Open champ and reigning NFL MVP. It's a made-for-TV event where this one coming from Moonlight Basin in Big Sky, an elevation of roughly 7,500 feet. Live event TV coverage on TNT. They've got open mics like they had last time, the capability to communicate directly with other golfers, and of course the broadcast team. All right, with more, we've got Kyle Porter, the First Cut podcast. So Kyle, what do you think about the fourth edition now of the match?
Well, it's great. You know, I think the big thing for somebody like Phil is to kind of get out of the Tiger Woods shadow. You know, Phil, it's difficult for him when he's around Tiger because he can talk trash, but not totally, because Tiger can always give it back to him. And Phil's the guy that kind of carries these matches, right? We've seen this with the one with Charles Barkley and Steph Curry. And so I think that Phil's going to really be, he's going to be feeling himself after winning the PGA. No Tiger there to kind of give it back to him. So I'm excited about this one. You know, Bryson's going to be trying way too hard to win this, which will be an interesting twist. And, you know, Aaron Rodgers is I think, probably a lot better at golf than Tom Brady is. So, yeah, I think it'll be a ton of fun to watch. I think these matches have been actually surprisingly really intriguing, and the setup has been really good, the way it's kind of been formatted and presented to viewers, with being able to talk to the players throughout the match. So I'm excited about it. The last few have been a lot of fun. The first Tiger Phil one I didn't think was that great, but the last couple have been a lot better. Yeah, they've added that element. The last time they had it in the open mics, Justin Thomas kind of being the roving reporter, was something that we certainly enjoyed. We just showed the graphic there. Don't tell Tom Brady or Phil Mickelson we're getting it done at ages 43 and 50. But let's dissect the newcomers in this one. And we'll start with Aaron Rodgers, because a couple years ago, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, I should say, finished top 10 with Max Homa. Give us a sense of where he's at. Is he like Romo and Smoltz and Curry and Fitzgerald? Where does he rank with some of the amateurs? Yeah, by the way, instead of Justin Thomas, can we get Brooks Koepka as the roving yes, reporter for this one? That would be phenomenal. Yeah, he's a really good player. You know, I don't know if he's quite to the level. John Smoltz is awesome at golf. Steph Curry is incredible at golf. I think that Rodgers is probably closer to those guys than Tom Brady is. He usually plays in that Tahoe event as well, with all the celebrities and athletes. So I think we're looking at a more of a Peyton Manning than a Tom Brady. Peyton Manning's really good, and he kind of showed that. Peyton Manning played better than Phil Mickelson did at the match a year ago, if you remember. And now Phil Mickelson, a year later, won the PGA. So I think expectations are high for Aaron Rodgers, and I think certainly higher than what they are for Tom Brady going into this event. And for Bryson DeChambeau, we know his game, of course, on the course. What do you think about the open mic portion of it, the made-for-TV portion of it? How engaging do you think Bryson will be? I think there will be some good moments. I think there might be some cringeworthy moments. You know, We've gotten some of that from him over the years, talking, last week he's talking about UFOs at the PGA Championship. So hopefully it's just completely off the rails, and him and Phil are just, talking about black holes and space and anything else you could possibly think of. I think that he will. I think he'll actually probably do a good job of it. Maybe overplay his hand a little bit at times, but look, this is a golf course in Montana. You and I were just talking about this. I don't know a ton about the course, but I know that it's at elevation, and he's going to be trying to hit it 450, 500 yards the entire time. So I think you add kind of all these elements up, and it should be a very entertaining event. Again, 75, 100 feet. It'll be interesting to see how the scientist and Bryson DeChambeau attacks that. We do have a tweet from Tom Brady. Word has already gotten to TB12 about this. And Kyle, he said, 2 old guys against the young bucks, Phil Mickelson, Bryson DeChambeau. Better get used to laying up, because we know Aaron Rodgers isn't going for it. Smiling emojis. By the way, so last time, Woods and Manning were favorites against lefty in TB12. Just early handicaps of what you think this matchup will be. Who do you think will be favored? Well, I think this is tough. I think Bryson and Rodgers are better, just objectively better, but everybody's going to want to be on Phil and Tom Brady, right? Those are the two bigger names, the two guys that people are just going to want to be on board with. So I think an early line is going to be Bryson and Aaron Rodgers as a slight favorite, and I think that's kind of the smart way to go. But we'll see how it turns out. Who knows? Who people are going to. Maybe people want to bet against Tom Brady. That was probably the case last time with Peyton Manning and Tiger Woods.
No doubt. Usually it is go with the better pro, and even though Lefty won a PGA championship, Bryson certainly brings it, of course, on a regular week-to-week basis. Kyle, certainly appreciate it. As always, catch the First Cut podcast. I'm sure this will be brought up on a future episode. This one, in terms of the last one that they have for download and follow, they talk about the Charles Schwab Challenge, DFS plays, and so much more. Make sure you download and follow these guys today.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.